Hey guys, it's Joe Daniels here, aka Boy Gone Bad. Just going to do a real quick video today for you. I want to share something with you that I've done. I've made my own bow. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody, Handy, Shane, Primitive Preacher out there, his name's Jesse, for all the prayers. I know Sigmund, Scott Winters, a lot of you, Mr. Goodship, a lot of you guys have been pulling for me, and I really do appreciate the prayers. It actually helps out a lot. I got out of the hospital with only half the amount of surgeries. They were talking about 7 or 8 surgeries in total, and I got through it in 4. I healed very quickly, and they were actually pretty surprised at how quickly I was healing between surgeries, averaging a surgery a week. Being in there for a month, and I was originally told I'd be in there probably till the end of January, or at the earliest I was going to get out maybe mid-January. So getting out, what was it, like December 17th, I think it was, 16th, 17th, I think my last surgery was on the 15th. I feel pretty blessed, and praise God that He answered my prayers, and all of you people that have been praying for me as well. So I want to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for that. It was my wish and my hope that I would be here to have Christmas in my house with my wife, and of course any of you that know her personally, I don't know if you know this or not, but her birthday is actually the day after Christmas, so it'll be good to be able to, at least celebrate that with her. So anyway, I lost 50 pounds. That's the bad side of being in the hospital. Lost a lot of muscle because I basically was on a starvation diet so that my pancreas wasn't going to be overworked. They put a stent in my stomach, well, from my pancreas leading to my stomach for drainage, and I had eaten a little bit, and they allowed me to eat, and it got clogged. So they tossed me eating right out the window. So to my surprise, well, I guess I shouldn't have been too surprised, my lightest weight bow is 40 pounds, and I got home and I wanted to try and shoot like a day or two. Waited 2 or 3 days after I got home, and I went to pull back the string only to find out I could only get it maybe halfway back. Couldn't secure anchor. I'm trying to work on my strength. I'm extremely weak. I get tired very quickly. But the good news is I'm expected to do a full recovery. It just may take several months. At least 3 to 4 months, I'm being told. I thought I'd bounce back a little quicker, but as weak as I am, going down and trying to work out a little bit, I was only able to bench press like 80 pounds for 10 reps. That's pretty pathetic. But anyway, that's where I'm at, and I'm just going to have to work on it. So I set out to build a bow that would be less than 40 pounds. And I did do just that, but it was way too light. It turned out to be 25 pounds at 28-inch draw. So I went ahead, and I actually rushed through that one a little bit too quickly. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to take my time and try to build a real nice bow, and maybe a little bit stronger. I was aiming for about 30 or 35 pounds. It's a Mollegabet bow, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's in the class of a long bow, only the ends are very solid. They don't flex. The working part of the limbs are only half of the limbs, from the handle out to where, I guess you call the second half of the limb takes over. You have your notches. I made it 60 inches from nock to nock. The bow itself is like 63 inches in total, and here it is. I think it turned out good. I used red oak. So you can see, this is the bow. I put a nice handle on there, and of course, because I'm shooting arrows, I put a fur rest on there, my own fake fur rest, and some backing here to soften it, and this is what I have. I think it turned out really, really nice. The red oak is good. The first one I made was out of maple, and I painted it, and I was like, not only does it, look like crap, it's just way too light. It's like a kid's bow. It would be good for a kid's bow. And I made the mistake of when I cut the handle out properly, with the arrow rest. But when I glued the back on, like I did here, hey, that's a no. I put it on the wrong side, so hence I made myself a left-handed bow. But again, it's worthless. It's not even. I wouldn't even want to show it. Anyway, this is the bow, and hope you like it. I know Handy was interested in seeing it. I just put a light stain on here. There's the nocks. Cut them out, and I just shaped it. I got a 1x3 by 7 foot long piece of lumber, and you know what, let me string it up. Let me pause this and we'll string it up and take a look at it. So here it is, all strung up. Got a brace height of about 6.5, 7 inches almost, and I could probably make the string a little bit shorter to get the brace height a little higher, or put a few more twists in. But this shot really, really good the other day for, I'm not going to embarrass myself. I can't even pull it all the way back. It's 50 pounds at 26 inches. I don't have the strength to even pull back a 40 pounder right now. So, but this is it, guys. Red oak. I really like the way, I was lucky enough to get a board that the grain went the whole length of the board pretty much. So I lucked out there with the strength, and I didn't put any backing on it. I watched a lot of videos while I was in the hospital on people that had made bows similar to this. Primitive Preacher had told me, as long as it's thick enough and the grain is all running the same way, there's no need for backing. People back it sometimes needlessly. So I didn't back this. Hopefully it's not going to break. I don't think it's going to. But I'll keep in touch and let you know how it makes out after a year from now, once I'm strong enough to pull it back. I certainly didn't intend to make one this heavy, but I'm really pleased with it. I'm certainly no carpenter. It's really the first bow that I made, actually the second bow that I've made. First one wasn't worth showing, and it was way too light, about 25 pounds like I said, and I pulled that back too easily, and I accidentally put the rest, because of the way I set the handle backing up, on the wrong side. So I trashed that bow. Anyway, this one I'm real happy with. So, it's center cutout, and I put the fur on there because I do shoot rubber veined arrows, and I'm really pleased with it. But I have to make another one. I'm going to make another one. I'm going to make it out of red oak again, and I'm just going to thin this out a little bit more using calipers, and take a little bit off at a time, and just try and get it down to like 30 pounds. And that will be a good workout, I think, for me, or a good starting point to rehab myself after losing 50 pounds, and most of it being muscle, due to the fact that I was on a starvation diet. Muscle gets attacked before fat. And I went into the hospital with 18-inch arms and came out with 13.5-inch arms. That should give you a little indication of how much strength I have lost, because I lost a ton of muscle. It's going to take me a few months to build up. At 60 years of age, I don't expect to bounce back as quickly as I would like to. But anyway, I don't want to give up archery, so rather than buying a lighter poundage bow and spending $100, $150 on one, I think this piece of wood cost me $14. It was under $15. The string I make on my own, that cost me maybe about $3 or $4. And the wrapping that I used and all this, a total of like maybe $3 more. So I would say this bow cost me about $20 in just my time. The tools that I used were just a router a grinder actually, to get the majority of the wood off the limbs. And then I just used a scraper and a sander, a little hand sander, and then I sanded, finally down with my own hand. But I'm no carpenter, like I said. I'm certainly not a handyman when it comes to wood and stuff like that. But I think I outdid myself here, so I'm real pleased with it and happy. Can't wait to really be strong enough to shoot it. But like I said, I'm going to make another one, and I'll keep you all posted. I also want to give another special thanks to Primitive Preacher, another Christian brother who's into archery. His videos were very helpful for me, and he sent me a book. He said, "Hey, give me your address." He was praying for me while I was in the hospital. Just met him on YouTube, like I have met most of you guys. And he sent me the Boyer's Encyclopedia Volume 1. I was shocked. I was just expecting a pamphlet, and he sent it to me. But thank you guys again. Shane, Handy, Mr. Good Chip, Sunken Chip, whatever we want to call him, if that truly is your name, Mr. Good Chip. And did I say Sigmund, Shane, Scott Winters? I know a lot of you guys have been praying for me. Some that I haven't even I'm failing to mention, but I appreciate the prayers, and they helped immensely. And I'm just happy to be home for Christmas and my wife's birthday, which is the next day. God bless you all. I hold all of you guys in my prayers as well. So please keep praying for me that I keep gaining some strength. I am getting a little stronger, but I still feel weak and I get tired really easy. It's like I could be doing good, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's like somebody hit me over the head and I got to go take a nap. But, I went back to work and everything, and I felt pretty good. So, hopefully the Lord will keep me around for a few more years. Anyway, God bless you. Have a Merry Christmas. Keep Christ in Christmas. And I'll keep in touch.